Good morning, students. In Geography, Chapter 7, Lifelines of National Economy. Already, we have covered the 5 topics of this chapter. That is, roadways. Roadways include the land transport. Uh, Land transport include the roadways, railways, and pipelines. Then second is water transport, and third one is air transport. So we are discussing about the waterways. Waterways, it is a very important transport for the country like India. India is covered by water from three sides. In the east, there is a Bay of Bengal. In the west, Arabian Sea. In the south, Indian Ocean. The total length of coastline in our country is about 7,516.6 km, including Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar Island, and is the longest in the Indian Ocean. India is also known as peninsula. So their conditions are very suitable to use the waterways in our country. From immemorial time, India is a seafaring country. In ancient time also, people used to come to India through the sea routes. Even Vasco da Gama also come to India through the sea routes. It mainly to connect the foreign countries, the far and near countries. We use the waterways mainly to do the commerce and business and trade. We use the mainly waterways. So with the help of waterways, our Indian commerce and cultures are spreading from one country to another country. Even also to carry the heavy and bulky goods, we use the waterways. We prefer the waterways to carry the raw materials which are very heavy and bulky. It is a fuel efficient transport also, or we can say it is a environment friendly transport also. Mainly the fuel which do not cause the our environment. Such types of fuels are used by waterways. That's why it is known as environment friendly transport. The total length of inland navigation of waterways is about 14,500 km in our country. Within the political boundary of country, about the length of waterways is about 14,500 km, which can be navigate. And out of total length of 14,500 km, out of this total length, about 3,700 km length of this waterways route can be navigate by the mechanized boats. So we can say that the waterways transport have a very bright future in our country, and it is using by us from past to present, and it will be also very beneficial for our country in the future also. Now there are some water routes in our country which are recognized by the government as the national waterways. First is national waterways number 1, mainly on the route of the Ganga river from Allahabad to Haldia. Its length is about 1620 km. Second is national waterways number 2 on the route of the Brahmaputra river. It's from Sadia to Dhubri. Its length is about 891 km. I am repeating again. National waterways number 1 in Ganga river, Allahabad to Haldia, total length 1620 km. National waterways number 2, the Brahmaputra river from Sadia to Dhubri. Its length is about 891 km. Third one is National Waterways number 3, that is West Coast Canal in Kerala. In Kerala, in the route of the Kottapuram, Koman, Udyog Mandal, Champakkara Canal. These routes, these are the stations on this coast canal. The total length is about 205 km. This is known as national waterways number 3. Next one is national waterways number 4. The national waterways number length is about 1095 kilometer, and mainly in the stretches of the Godavari river along the Coromandel coast. Mainly through the states, it flows through the states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, and the Union Territory of Puducherry. The Puducherry is a Union Territory. This is the national waterways number 4. Along the East Coast Canal, national waterways number 5. So there are about 6 national waterways in our country. Out of them, 5 national waterways are mentioned in our book. I am again repeating. National waterways number 1 is in the Ganga river, second in the Brahmaputra river, third one along the West Coast Canal in Kerala, fourth is in the stretches of the Godavari rivers, and the fifth is the East Coast Canal. These are the 5 national waterways in our country. These are recognized as the national waterways by the Indian government. Now we will discuss about the importance of the national waterways. We all know that in our country, in the waterways are very important. Apart from the other uses, mainly India's trade with foreign countries is mainly carried from the ports located along the coast. Mostly foreign trade of India is carried through the help of the waterways. It is done by the sea routes. Mainly ports which are developed on the east or west coast of India, like on the west coast, Mumbai port, Jawaharlal Nehru port, Marwagaon port, etc. On the east coast, in Kolkata, in West Bengal, the Kolkata port, in Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam port, Tamil Nadu, Chennai port. So mainly there are 12 major ports in India, 6 on the west side, on the west coast, and 6 on the east coast. The out of total foreign trade, it will be considered in the terms of volume. So out of the total volume of foreign trade, about 95% trade of India is done by the sea routes. If you will convert in the value, in terms of value, about out of total value, about 68% foreign trade is done by the sea routes. So sea routes are very important. Waterways are very important for our country. That's all for today.